Hello guys, what's up? I'm Surush. Today I want to talk about some other settings and preferences in the Enscape for SketchUp. Alright, let's talk about collaborative annotation. What is the collaborative annotation? The shortcut of it is a C on your keyboard. Actually, in all type of projects in construction, urban, architecture, and other type of things like civil engineering, actually we have some type of teams. They do this works. For example, employees, bosses, engineers, technicians, and other type of guys. So, for example, you imagine that we have some type of online conversation with other teams. For example, some of your co-workers want to say to you, for example, this type of base is not good and it must be removed. How you can remember it? You will note it or you will remove it immediately. So in this time and this case, collaborative annotation can help you to remember that. Actually, it starts by that. You click on the create issue. When you create an issue and you click it, so we have two parts, detail and comments. Comments is for the online chat, and actually other co-workers can see you, can say their opinions about project, and you have a good conversation with them. And about details, we have state, title, and description, and we have a live render view, and we can refresh it from this place. It will take some time, but it was good. For example, we start from the removed and we click on this and change issue position. So when I click on change issue position, now I can click on the 3D surface I want. For example, this. And this tag, it means this place must be removed and I will never forget it. So in the title, I wrote removed, for example, and description, for example, I wrote it's not good for this model, like that, and I create an issue. So now every time I want to look at this project, I can see what I must do, what I must edit, and what I must remove, like that, like this. And for example, A, and I create it. Alright, I create an issue like some simple name, for example, A, and it must be new. It means that I must change the material or some other things. You can done it with your co-workers. And if you want to delete it, actually it was very easy and you can delete it every time you want. So in this place we can see other type of things very easily. Left side bottom, you click on the delete and it asks you delete permanently. Another type of tag, you click on it and delete. Very easy and simple. Another, I press A and I click on delete, like that. So collaborative annotation help you to know what you must do if your project needs some type of edits. Another is a BIM mode, but in the SketchUp it's not working because we don't have any information about BIM and it's not available in the SketchUp. Actually, BIM mode only work on the Revit. You know that Enscape is for two apps, SketchUp, Revit, and other type of apps like Rhino or 3D Vector or other type of things. Another is our view management. Actually, I told you in the previous lessons, in the view management, you can change your position camera like that, very easy and simple, or like this. Another thing is the asset library. We have two types of asset library. One of them in the SketchUp model, in the Enscape toolbar, And when I click on it, actually it's loading some type of online data in Enscape asset library. And at this scene we don't use offline asset. Actually, at the previous lessons I use offline asset, but in that lesson I use online asset. Actually, in the version 3.4 we can see some type of new objects. These objects create with high poly and high quality, and it's really helpful for your realistic renders. For example, we have lots of categories about objects, accessories. It can be very helpful in interior design and interior rendering, like everything you think. For example, we have lots of bottles, bowl of tomato, or candle tray, or for example cooktop, copy machine, and coffee maker. Everything you think with a high quality and high resolution. Another is the animals. Actually, birds, group of birds, dogs, cats, or everything. In the construction, it's really helpful for some type of construction site places. In this case, you have lots of things like air cleaner, fuse box, heater, intercom, and security cameras. In furniture, lots of chairs and tables. Hospital props, like for example eye chart, hospital bed, or special gloves, or everything. Lighting, interior and exterior lights, like for example floor lamp for interior light, and other type of things like wall lamp for exterior light. And in the personage and people, we have lots of female, male, and children's. Sport props, about creating some sport places like gym, football, basketball, or volleyball. And we have lots of objects in here, like protein powder, or rope, or other things like badminton racket. Street props. The props is really useful for urban design and urban planning. It's gathered by some type of garbage bin, hydrant, pole, and some other things, like some other surrounding buildings. And the part I really love it, vegetations. Vegetations in Enscape have a high quality and make your render much realistic. About bushes or other things like the bamboo and other type of things like rocks and etc. Another category is vehicles. I click on the vehicle and now I can see lots of vehicles, but it's online and loading and it may take a few seconds. But you can see bicycle and some other type of cars, heavy cars, vans, or police cars, motorcycles, scooters, or drones. And you can use all of it in your rendering. So when I came back to the Enscape, I have online asset library. It means that it immediately you can choose and set it on your screen rendering. It's really helpful. But loading in this place maybe takes some time because your computer do two works. Actually, one of them is rendering and modeling and another is managing objects. So you must be a little patient. Another thing in the Enscape 3.4 is the site context. When I click on it, I can click on add site context. And when I click on that, actually a minimap supported by OpenStreet contribution loaded for me. And we have some type of things like address about Tehran, Iran, building, landmarks, streets, sidewalks, and topographies. And you can import it in your real model. But now for this lesson we don't need it, so I closed it. Another part is a video editor, and you can open it by shortcut V. I press V, and now I have lots of options for creating video, but for now I don't need it. Another is a screenshot. It means that immediately rendering this scene with every type of settings we have, and we don't need it again. Batch rendering. Actually, batch rendering working for multi-scenes, and you can see that in the SketchUp model we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scenes, and with batch rendering we can render all of these scenes. Another is monopanorama, stereo panorama and monopanorama. Actually, when you click on it, it starts rendering 6 scenes or 8 scenes, but now we don't need it because it needs some type of setting and presets, so I press cancel. Sometimes you work for some team or work some company, so you want to export your 3D model and 3D rendering like a game. In this place you can access standalone for your exportation. Another item is minimap. I can be loaded by shortcut M on my keyboard. Actually, I see myself in this minimap, and when I move forward, I can see the changes in the map. So when I get closer to this tower, actually this minimap shows me the tower with all of the details about columns and the base important body. And I can close minimap by pressing M again. And we have this place, save frame. Save frame may help you to render your images and perspectives much realistic. So I turned it off. I just want to say it, you have this. Another thing is your perspective, normal perspective or 2-point perspective. Another type is orthographic. When I press orthographic, now I can't see my model currently because it's like facade, and you can render your facades in the parallel projection. Actually, orthographic mode completely like a parallel mode. And how it works, I will show you. For example, in the SketchUp model, we have this view. In the camera, I come and select parallel projection. Actually, orthographic exactly like that. And parallel projection in SketchUp is the orthographic in Enscape. So I press on the perspective and I zoom in. When I want to manage my views, actually, if you remember that, we can press F and view management open for us. Alright, like that. Very good. Another option is the VR headset, and actually we don't have it, so we pass it. Enscape window setting. When I click on it, in the preferences, I can enable sound. Enable sound help you when you want to create a video. And pin Enscape window on the top of the host application. But it's not necessary for us, and I don't check it. 3D TV stereo mode. It works when your PC with your VGA cable connected to the TV with HDMI or some other types. Input is about some settings about how we can manage Enscape. Mouse speed, mouse smoothing, invert mousing, XYZ, and other type of things. Actually, normal height is about 1.68 meter. I change it to the my height 1.78 meter. And spectre width, it's reset and in the 0.5. And about hotkeys, we have only one hotkey for rendering, and it's Shift plus F11. So I want to change it to Shift and F8. Very simple and easy. In the customize, we have some type of other things like watermark or loading screen. And I recommend that never change this because it's not necessary for you. And in the visual setting, I tell you everything about visual setting, but one thing I left. It's about that. If you want to save these options for all type of renders, click on this, and another type of thing open for you. It means presets. You can import presets with some type of special files, or you can create a preset. This helps you to have a ready custom presets for all type of scenes and renders, and it makes your speed much higher than now. Its name is custom preset. I rename it to the for example, setting for render, and I check it. So now we have one ready custom preset. I can save this file by clicking on 3 points. This format is a visual setting preset, and I save it with this name, and I click on save. Now your options for this render always saved on your PC. So I press F, camera 5, and 2-point perspective, and save frame. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. It's completely tell you everything about Enscape and how you can render your scene. Good luck and have a nice day. Don't forget to like and comment.